Hey guys, so I'm here with Christian after leaving House on the Rock. Or possibly we forgot to bring the top hat, but it could be Christian as Jonas.
Yeah.
What did you think of House on the Rock, Jonas?
One word. Wow. One word. Incredible. One word. Spectacular.
Was Jonas right?
Oh, Jonas was right. Jonas was right. It is spectacular. It is absolutely amazing. I was really, really impressed. And
so, what did you think you were going to see going into it?
not that. I don't even know how to describe it. I didn't know what to expect.
Not that.
Well, I expected big bourbon streets. That's what I expected.
Well, in that case, it did not disappoint. There were in fact big bourbon streets.
There were in fact big bourbon streets, and that's always a good time. Yeah, anything like that, those are always really cool. And then the big custom blades and stuff. Everything is just
so you're expecting big bourbon streets. What would you say is the most unexpected thing?
As for what caught me the most off guard, the whale.
And that's also one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That whole room is probably, I think that might be one of my favorites. And as far as like really miniature, like small little detail room things, I would say definitely the camera shop. I would say because I really do enjoy cameras. I'm a TA for a photography class at school, so it's just one of my favorite things. So
yeah, I think Christian's the first. So everybody has different favorites. There are some reoccurring themes, but everybody's got different favorites. And Christian is the first person to pick the camera shop as a favorite, which I honestly thought, like Todd has been there, and Todd's a photography buff. I thought he'd love the camera shop. And somebody else I brought, I can't remember who, but I brought somebody else who was a photography buff. And so far, no one has picked the camera shop as their favorite. So I'm actually really excited that Christian's picked a favorite that nobody has picked yet.
Oh yeah, I bet you my dad would probably rank that whole big room, because it's got old vehicles and cars and stuff in it, so of course my dad would like that too. So
that's one of the better rooms in my opinion, because it has the cameras, the cars,
the antiques,
antique ceiling fans, vintage ceiling fans, custom ceiling fans, actual food that you could eat.
Oh,
you know, it's a lot of different stuff going on in there. That Rube Goldberg machine.
Oh yeah, that was really, really cool.
Yeah, that room is called Tribute to Nostalgia, but it was originally called the Transportation Building, so you could call it either one of those.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was certainly really cool. I really did enjoy going through it. The fan installs were really good. If I had to choose, probably the favorite. Well, obviously, I think Bourbon Streets would probably be almost everybody's. But probably, I think that my next favorite would probably be the, I think it would honestly be the missions. I really think the missions just look good. They didn't go totally overkill with it. I feel like if they went overkill with it, it just would not have looked nearly as good. But the sort of the larger spread they had, I think really made that install really nice.
Yeah, I mean... So I was telling Christian, that building replaced a building that had an Encon Monarch, and then the room with the Enigmas replaced the room that had like Kmart 90 CECs like I had in the bathroom downstairs at 12 Wings, the lower level, I think men's bathroom maybe? Was it men's or women's? I can't remember. Well, and then so both of those 2000s fan installs replaced 90s fans that were crappy. So you know the question is, was it really is it really sad that the 90s fans are gone when they got replaced by much better fans from a decade later? Probably not. Oh wait, this is where we're supposed to turn? Oops. I guess that's what I get for vlogging. Let's see if it gives me a... I've never missed that turn before. Let's see if it gives me an alternate route or tells me to turn around. No, it gives me an alternate route.
Are we navigating to the shop right now?
To the garage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the only room I really wish I could go back in time and see would be the restaurant that was loaded with Encon Monarchs. Like a youth center type install.
Turn right.
So what else you got, Christian / Jonas?
Well, let's see. I would say I just got to think. Well, I'll tell you one thing. The doll carousel caught me kind of off guard. That was interesting to say the least. All the carousels though were really cool, especially the really big one. That was neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that room with all the giant machineries and stuff, the one that Jonas spent like the 3 hours in.
Yeah.
The one that he would probably say one word. Actually, 2 words. My favorite.
No, he would still say one word.
Yeah, he would
probably.
still say one word.
That was the whole Jonas thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was originally meant to be Dante's Inferno, and then Alex Jordan started collecting organs, and so it became the organ room. But that's why it's so red and spooky in there, is that was supposed to represent hell. But yeah, a lot of people really like that room. That's a lot of people's favorite room. I didn't realize that. Jonas was the first person, and I was like, why? And then my friend Zakia went with me, and she loved it. And then my friend Wes went with me, and she loved it. So I was just like, okay, well, I guess that room really speaks to... And I asked Wes why she liked it, and she's like, well, I thrive in chaos. And that's true. That is that is probably the most chaotic room. Because every other space kind of has a theme.
Yeah.
You know, but that room, okay, it can be the organ theme, but then what are all these like giant machinery things doing here that have nothing to do with organs? And you know, the giant chandeliers, and just like there's no cohesive theme. So, yeah. Anything about it, like, you have a least favorite?
I don't necessarily know if I would have a least favorite. I would say one of the ones we spent the least amount of time in, that was probably the aviation room. Just well, that was one of the newer ones. You said the only one they added after the guy
after Alex Jordan passed.
Yeah,
and I have a feeling that what it was is he must have had bought those airplanes, and they just figured they had to do something with them. That's, you know, but on the one hand, it doesn't it seems like it doesn't fit the rest of it, because it's not as dark and spooky. But on the other hand, I also feel like it's nice to have a kind of normal room right before you hit the carousel, because otherwise you'd be going straight from the red room to the carousel, and that'd probably be too much.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have a palate cleanser between the red room, which is one of the more overwhelming music machines.
Yeah.
And then, what was your favorite music machine?
I would have to say the same one as yours, probably. I can't remember what it was called, but you remember the one.
There's the red room, which played the Nutcracker.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the red room.
And then there's the Mikado, which was the really like big Japanese themed one with the guy with the moving eyebrows.
I really liked the red room. I think probably the best.
Yeah,
that one is really cool.
The music is beautiful. The chandeliers are beautiful. Like, it's just really well done and overwhelming at the same time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wisconsin 60.
So, okay. Well, anything else you want to add to this vlog?
Oh, not really. Just had a really good time. And if you haven't gone to House on the Rock, well, what are you waiting for?
Well, and I have a standing invite to anybody who's never been before, that I'll take them, because I love taking people to House on the Rock. It's one of my very favorite things to do. And so, yeah. You want to sign off as Jonas?
One word. Wow. All right.
Three words. Thanks for watching.
Yep. And what else do we have to say?
Bye, Fanstick.
Bye, Fanstick. Thanks for watching.